So how can a parking lot completely transform the banking industry? The 6 degrees of automation is how one action can create a ripple effect and transform an entire industry. Automation takes software technologies to replicate human labor. Whether it's on your laptop, on your phone, or in these big systems, that work is digitized. Where the intelligence comes in is the brains, understanding that digital environment from analytics to data support. And not only can it learn, but it can now start to reason over time to recognize the patterns, the strange anomalies, and it can start to course correct. We want to tell the story of a very simple thing like a parking lot and how it impacts complex businesses like banking.
The first degree of automation is really about front-end efficiency. In the past, you'd have to have a human interaction with your banker, but now you can interact with a chatbot and you can look at your online banking capabilities. You can pay for your coffee with your phone. You could trade stock from your phone. You can plan your retirement. Anything you can think of financially, you can now do in that parking lot, on your cell phone. To start that transaction in your car, you now have a dynamic, digital, data-rich experience with your cell phone that you can start to interact with your bank.
Let's take an employee or a worker in that environment. Tell me more about what happens after that first level.
The second degree of automation is really about a well-trained workforce. Now, with intelligent automation, we have chatbots and other robotic enablers in the banks, empowering those employees with appropriate automation tools to allow them to grow in their careers. As an employee, could have started as a collection agent. She could have moved into a call center. She could easily graduate and become a loan officer. She could even go beyond that in a faster path, more effective path, because there are now tools enabling her growth, also for the betterment of the customer along the way.
So when do we start seeing smarter loan applications?
That's an interesting question. The third degree of automation is a loan that can think. If you interact with a bank years ago, depending on who you're interacting with would determine which financial product you would be provided. That wasn't always the best fit. Now we can understand the value of the home, what it's going to cost on a real-time basis. We can understand your net worth almost immediately, and we can make quicker decisions that are helping facilitate the loan that is being requested.
There's a series of risk and compliance. What are these next actions?
The fourth degree of automation is the aspect of an instant legal team. There's an enormous amount of regulatory compliance and legal rules that have to be administered. We can feed that information into intelligent, automated capabilities in that bank and facilitate a speedy decision-making process that we have 100% degree of confidence is going to be legally compliant and facilitate all that process on a real-time basis as we approve the loan.
The learning aspects of the technology is very quickly aligning with the doing.
The fifth degree of automation is about being proactive. Banks are monitoring in a very machine automated way different data sources and looking for patterns so the bank can proactively help customers. So perhaps credit card transaction details that suggest that you're buying baby products at a baby store. You might conclude from that they've added a new child to the family. Can we sell you something that would help enable a family environment that you didn't have yesterday that may now exist?
We talked about all the moving parts. Help me put it all together.
If you think about the sixth degree of automation, when you think about a banking expert in your pocket that leverages intelligent automation to render that level of expertise on a real-time basis, and that banking expert could have wealth management expertise, lending expertise, whatever your banking need, that expert is available to you 24/7.
I got it now. So the concept of the parking lot is really about bringing the services to the consumer. So banking on the run can set forward a butterfly effect from how efficient the process could be to the career progression, to how intelligent these services can be, to intelligence about the patterns of your life.
There's a more proactive and prescriptive approach.
Intelligent automation connects machines that think with machines that do.
Absolutely. So you have less mistakes, it costs you less, you're more compliant, you're more secure, and the customer is more satisfied. And the race is on to see which banks and which brands enable the best experiences and the best impact for their customer.